Hello. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on your time zone. Welcome to this channel. My name is Ogbanje Joseph. Please subscribe to this channel, share, like, as well as drop a comment on the comment section. So, we're looking at political parties in Nigeria's second republic. Political parties in Nigeria's second republic. Okay, now, um, in the political parties that actually existed in the Nigeria Second Republic were kind of different from those that existed in the First Republic. And the reason being that, you know, in the First Republic, the political parties actually were formed along ethnic lines. Those parties include AG, that was dominant among the Yorubas. Okay, we have the NPC, that is Northern People's Congress, that was actually dominant in the north, and then the NCNC, that was dominant, in the southeast. So today, we are looking at the political parties that existed in the Second Republic. Now, the first political party that was actually, that we're talking about now is the Unity Party of Nigeria, UPN. Now, this party actually came into existence in September 21, 1978. Now, its founder was Chief Obafemi Awolowo. Other founding members were Chief Ajasin, Chief Bola Ige, Professor Ambrose Ali, Chief, MCK Ajuluchukwu, Alhaji Latif Jakonde. Now, what was actually the ideology of this political party? Because unlike the First Republic, this Second Republic political parties actually had ideologies. Now, the ideology of this political party was that it stood clearly for the masses because it propagated free education for all at all levels. That is actually for the Unity Party of Nigeria. The second party we're going to be talking about is the Nigeria's People's Party, NPP. Now, this political party was formed in September 22, 1978. Now, its leader was Dr. Nnamdi Azikiwe. Other major leaders and founders of the political party were Alhaji Ibrahim Waziri, Chief Adeniran Ogunsaye, Dr. Obi Wali, Chief J. Nwodo, and Chief Sam Mbakwe. Now, the party was known clearly, on the basis that it preached better standard of living for the Nigerian populace by providing shelter and food for the citizenry. So while the first one was actually, for free education, this one was actually providing shelter and food for the citizenry. That was actually the ideology of the NPP. Okay, now the third political party we look at is the NPN, that is National Party of Nigeria. Now, the National Party of Nigeria was a political party that was formed in September 1978, but it was the third political party that was formed after the ban on political parties. After the ban on political parties was actually lifted that same year. Now, it was regarded as an offshoot of the MPN in the First Republic. Okay? Now, almost all the former leaders were the founders of this party. They included Ali Monguno, Adamu Chiroma, Adisa Akinloye, and Shehu Shagari, who was the leader of the party and who was also the winner of the Second Republic presidential election. He was the first executive president, and the head of state and government in Nigeria. Okay, so The other political party we look at is the Great Nigeria's People's Party, GNPP. Now, this GNPP was inaugurated in September 1978, and it was formed by Alhaji Ibrahim Waziri. He was both the leader and the presidential candidate of the political party. The other political party we look at is the Nigerian Advance Party, NAP. This political party was formed by Mr. Tunji Braithwaite. It was registered on Monday 20th, 1982. Now the party was socialist inclined, and it was one of the minor parties that did not win any election at all. Okay. Now another political party we look at is the People's Redemption Party, PRP. Now the People's Redemption Party was formed by Malam Aminu Kano, who was both the national chairman and the presidential candidate of the party. Now, it is imperative to note that during the Second Republic, multi-party system was practiced in Nigeria. Five political associations stated above, were said to have met the requirements stipulated for functioning as political parties, and were registered by the Federal Electoral Commission, FEDECO, on December 22nd, 1978. As in the First Republic, ideological fluidity, ethnic and religious connotations bedeviled the political organizations, and it actually formed the behavior and character, of those who belong to the political party. Now, the parties replaced the old songs and the dance steps of their predecessors. Their political activities were characterized, by official wrangling, accusations and counter-accusations, washing of dirty linens in the public, litigations, breakaway, factionalization, and decamping. Now, in 1983, in the 1983 general election, there were inter-party and intra-party clashes. Now, political party violence, bloodshed, attacks, party agents, and officials were beating up at polling stations, and chaotic situations became rampant. And that was actually what led the military, to intervene again in the Nigerian political space in December 31st, 1983. What is important is that after the Nigerian Civil War, that ended, after the Nigeria Civil War ended, the Obasanjo administration decided to actually register some political associations, and then, allow FEDECO to actually register the political and turn them to political parties. When they became political parties, now these political parties, particularly all the ones I mentioned, went into the elections, and of course they campaigned. They actually toured around the country, looking for supporters and people that will vote for them during the election. And during the election, of course, political parties, some, the one that actually became victorious, the others, I'm talking about the politicians, actually became, countercarriers within the system. They actually were not at home with one another. And so what happened was that instead of supporting the political space, instead of supporting the polity and the democratic system to continue, they actually came up with a lot of, intra and inter-party clashes and conflict, violence, bloodshed, attacks, on party agents and officials, and beating up of polling station officials, and stuff, and chaotic situations actually ensued within the country. And that was actually what led the military to actually intervene again on December 31st, 1983. That is actually for Second Republic. Thank you very much.